Hey, how's it going? George Anderson here. Quick video for you today to talk about the golden key, which is an idea that I first came up with and wrote about in this book, Beginner's Luck Guide for Non-Runners, which the name of the book suggests this is a book about running for non-runners. And actually the subtitle here, Learn How to Run from Scratch to 60 Minutes in 10 Weeks. Now, granted, some people take a little bit longer than 10 weeks. Many do it in 10, some take maybe up to a year, but even so, that's still a pretty phenomenal achievement. If you've had the belief for many years that you just couldn't run, you're not a runner, if you believe that you're not built for running or that you couldn't even run for a bus, then actually breaking through those beliefs and building up the confidence to be able to do it is absolutely sensational. And in fact, it was that last expression there, I couldn't even run for a bus, that was the inspiration behind the idea of the golden key. Because if you think for a moment about running for a bus, if you're running and the bus is about to leave, then you're probably going to be running quite quickly. And if you're running quickly, it's going to be hard work. And whether you make it or you miss it, you probably end up still with your hands at your knees, huffing and puffing, and maybe telling yourself, this ain't my bag, I am not a runner. But this is the difference and the key distinction between running and running fast. You see, running for an hour or even running for 10 minutes is running for 10 minutes, whether you run quickly or you run slowly. It's still the same duration. The distance will be different, of course it will, but the duration is always the same, 10 minutes to 10 minutes. So if your goal is to run for an hour, then the golden key is to slow down, because running slower is easier than running faster. And as simple as that might sound, it's the thing that has made the most amount of difference for the most amount of people, certainly those who have shared their success stories with me over the last few years, than anything else in the program, not the progression of the sessions or any of the other little things that we add into the program there to make it easier. It's the golden key that makes the biggest difference. So how does that apply to you and your goals? If by some miracle you're not looking to learn how to run, if there's other goals that you have in the pipeline and you're working towards at the moment, how can you apply this idea of the golden key? Well, there are two things. First of all, get really specific about what it is you are trying to achieve. What is the goal? Is it to run or is it to run fast? What is your equivalent of that? And the second thing is, what is your golden key? What's the one thing that you could do that will make everything else and your process that much easier?